Hey guys, what's going on? This is Matt here, and welcome back to the Black Ops 3 Mod Tools tutorial series. So then guys, in this video we're going to be adding in the zombie barricades and zombie risers. So let's get straight into it. So, first of all, I've made two openings in the wall to give it some wooden trim, and also put a player clip on it. You can get this by going to textures and clip_player. That pretty much makes an invisible wall just for the player, so it's basically stopping our player from jumping out of the wall. I believe the barriers themselves have clips on them, but I like putting them in just as another, like another measure. That's all really. So next, let's put in the zombie barriers. So I'm going to hide the clips. Next, you go right click up here and go down to prefab browser, unless you already have it open, of course. Over at prefab browser, you'll find ZM core and barricade receiver wood. Left click, drag that into our map. Now we need to position this properly. So this green sort of box here is where basically the zombies will be jumping over this. So they'll be coming from this direction and they'll be jumping over. So this of course needs to be into the wall. So I'm going to rotate this and just place this into the wall. You can see the direction that the zombies were coming from via these arrows here. Okay, so the large box here will be outside of the map and they'll be jumping over and coming into the map this direction. Okay, that's how you position that. Make sure it's within your wall. You want it to be nicely embedded within the wall, and of course you can adjust your wall height based on how tall this box is. This is basically where they'll be jumping over. Okay, so next let's go and get the actual zombie spawners. Okay, this is just because we've got a few things to copy over. I didn't want to recreate it all, so go open up a test map. If you don't have a test map, you just go to map source, ZM, and you'll find all your maps in here. If you don't have a test map, just go into your launcher and create a new map. I've just got mine called test because it's what I test things with. I'm just going to open up basically a blank template map. So now we need two things from this. We need this zombie up here. You have to have this zombie in the map, okay? Otherwise you'll have quite a few issues. It basically won't be a zombie map. Okay. You also need to have one of these, which is a spawn. Okay, so all you need to be selecting is your zombie itself and this red box here. It's just behind this barrier. Okay, it's a script struct. So I'm going to Control C this to copy it. Then I'm going to go back over to my actual map, Ritual, and Control V to paste this in. Now when we first started doing all this, if you didn't delete everything, you will already have all this in the map. It's just because I deleted everything to make everything nice and clean, I lost it all. That was all. So I'm going to position my zombie pretty much anywhere in your map. You won't actually see him at all. So I'm going to position him just underneath the map. Sure, I'll put him up here. Okay, we won't actually see him at all. Just move him around the map just so he's out of sight, just somewhere. He just contains a bunch of KVPs for your zombie spawners. Don't need to mess with it, just put it in your map somewhere. So then next what we need to do is target this spawner. So this is the actual spawner. Now a zombie has two ways to spawn. It can come out the ground and go to a window, or it can come out the ground and go towards a player. For this instance we're making it go towards a window. In a second though we'll be putting it in the map and actually making it just chase a player to begin with. So first of all we need to actually make it targeted by our zone. Now in this case we're using the start zone. Of course it's the same method no matter what your zone's called, it's just depending on what it's called. So in this case our target is our target name, our zone name is start zone. Whatever your zone name is, it doesn't really matter. All you do is in this target part you gotta just do the zone name. My case is start zone. You could have maybe your thing is called warehouse zone, maybe, I don't know. Whatever you want, it's gonna be that, and then it's gonna be underscore spawners. Okay, so it's zone name underscore spawners. I'm gonna copy that. So target start zone underscore spawners, or zone name underscore spawners. Okay, change your target. Of course, depending on what it is, but basically depending on what your actual zone name is here. Then you'll go to your spawner and you'll change the target name over here. Okay, so this target should be matching the target name. Okay, so if I had two different zones, one being starter zone and one, let's say, being warehouse zone, I'd have this one as starter zone to target my starter zone, and I'd have another spawner targeting warehouse zone. Okay, So the target name will change depending on your zone. Okay, so link it via your target and target name. So mine's already set up to be start zone spawners. Don't need to be editing anything there. The next important bit is we need to actually make it so, you know, this zone is now going to be targeting this spawner. Now we need to actually make this spawner go to this window. Okay, so it's almost like a two-part thing. So the way we do this is by a matching script string. Okay, so at the moment we've got receiver set entry A. I'm going to change it to start zone B1. This is just the way I name it. Okay, you can really put whatever you want in here. It doesn't really matter. All you're going to do is you've got to put basically a unique identifier. So you need something unique to match these up with. So I'm going to just copy this. So I've got script string start zone B1 on here. Within this barricade, I don't have it set up, so I need to add a KVP, being script string. And I'm going to name that also B1. So now you can see the script string is B1, and the script string is also ending in B1 here. These are now matching, so now when this zombie rises out the ground, it's now going to go towards this barricade, and then obviously, you know, go into the map. I'm going to just copy and paste the entire barrier and the actual spawner to create our second one. Now, because we're still in the same zone, there's no need to edit the target name. It's still the same zone. All we need to edit is give it a different unique identifier, okay, because it's a different barrier. The reason why I do this is because I can easily identify barriers. That's the reason why I name them like this. Okay, so it's zone name underscore B and then the number barrier it is. So maybe you have, don't really know why you'd have like 50 barriers, but you know, let's say you had 50 barriers, you'd have B1 all the way to say B50, okay? Just a nice easy naming convention there. So now we have B1, B1, just check these B2 and B2. Lovely. So these now will go towards their individual barriers. Now we need to actually make the riser location. I'm going to put the riser over here in the map. So I'm going to copy and paste our pre-existing spawner. We'll put it over here. All we need to do for this is pretty much edit the script string. So because we're still in the same zone, we don't need to be editing target name. Of course, if you have changed the zone, change the target name. You know, as in if you change the zone that it's within, change the target name. Because we haven't done, all we need to do is put script string to find flash. Simple as that. If you want the zombie to rise out the ground, not go to a barricade, but just go straight to a zombie, it's just find flash. Easy as that, okay? Now I'm going to save this map. I'm now going to go back over to launcher. I'm going to go and compile the map. If you don't know how to compile, I've made a video showing you guys how to compile. So I don't want to repeat it all for every video. Just going to have a look at that, and that covers everything to do with compiling it. We'll go and compile this map, and then I'm going to go meet you guys over at Black Ops 3 and show you guys it's actually working. So I'll see you guys over at Black Ops 3. Okay, so we're over at Black Ops 3 now. Wait for the actual map to load in properly. There we go, got round 1. If you don't have the round 1 starting, it's almost like a, well, nothing happens, you just spawn in. Make sure you have that zombie that that we spoke about, that we kind of just have to put somewhere in the map, okay? Because when I did first start making this tutorial, I did actually do one take where I forgot to put him in. Okay, so you want that in your map. So you can see the zombies coming out of the barricades, lovely, and they're also, you know, it came out of the floor just then. So I'm just going to rebuild the barrier. If you can't rebuild the barrier, then look at the positioning of it. If there's any clips in the way, any models in the way, anything like that, that's typically what will be affecting it. Get enough money just to buy the KN. There we go. I'm sure the wall buy is working as well. So there you have it, guys. You know, we can see we've clearly gotten past round 1, so the rounds are working. Just to complete this round as well, show, you know, see the round's going up 1 more. Zombie spawners are working beautifully. Of course, when you add 1 more extra zone, it's really easy. It's the exact same method of doing everything. You're just changing your target name and target on your zone and your spawners. It really is as easy as that. When it comes to your barriers, it's just about unique identifiers, so you're linking your spawner to the barrier. That's kind of in a bit of a summary. So yeah, guys, hopefully this tutorial has helped you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll do my very best to help you guys there. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video, where we'll be looking at dog spawners and also disabling dog rounds after that. So, you know, once you get to round 5, the game doesn't just randomly start, you know, acting weird, which it will do, which is why I'm ending it here. So yeah, so next we'll be looking at the dog spawners. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later.